After we showed a story that John did about a dentist in Hawaii who a couple of years ago turned his waiting room into a disco, we heard from some people in Azle, Texas, who wrote, "If you think that dentist disco is something, y'all should hightail it down here, where for a long time we've had the world's first and only musical coin-operated laundromat, where you can dance while you're doing your duds." So I packed up my laundry in a hefty bag, donned my Stetson hat and dancing shoes, and sure enough, visited the definitive laundromat. 30 washers, 15 dryers, 10 musicians, lots of women, and no waiting. All those wonderful dances I learned as a kid suddenly came back to me, like the Texas two-step and the Cotton Eye Joe. I figured the man who owned this place was a man after my own heart.
Hi, I'm Marshall. I'm Fred. How are you?
In 1963, when Marshall Holmes got together with another musician named T.J. Schultz just to do a little picking down at Marshall's laundromat, they never thought they'd be starting a tradition that's still going strong today, 18 years later.
What kind of people come in here? I see you have all different types. Are they all from the town?
I think they're the greatest. They're rural and some work in the city. And anyway, they can come here, and there's no alcohol served here, and they can bring your children, they can bring your father and mother, and it's just a wholesome good time. They can bring your church people or whoever comes in. So,
This same band has been playing here for 18 years.
well, 3 or 4 is the original, and all the fellows have come in the last 5 or 10 years. And
Are they all professional musicians?
No.
Oh, they're not?
no, they're amateurs. We play for strictly the enjoyment of it. The guys work hard all week. They won't play some on Friday night. They don't have to get up early, most of them on Saturday.
Do you think a place like this would go over in maybe New York City or Los Angeles?
I have no idea, but this is a laid-back, relaxed area, and there's from cattle people to farmers, to people that work in the factories and plants. They like to live in the country with a relaxed atmosphere.
Open up a place like this in New York, you'd have a maitre d', you'd have to tip them $5 for a good machine where you could watch the music. They think of those things, but that wouldn't go over here.
No.
People just come to relax.
That's right.
About this time, my head was spinning quicker than T-shirts in a tumble-dry cycle. But dancing is my middle name, and I was ready.
What, do you live here in Azle?
We live 60 miles from here.
60? Do you drive down to be here?
Every Friday night.
60 miles? That's 120 miles, Ron.
30 down here and 30 back.
Ah.
60.
Excuse me, I think I'm in the spin cycle. Just a minute.
With such friendly atmosphere, good music, and nice people, I wondered if romance couldn't be too far off.
Let me ask you, any time these single people ever get together? Do you know what I mean? You know, they meet each other here?
There's some romances developed here, yes.
Hey, you just popped in one Friday night to what? Do the laundry or listen to music?
Yes, to listen to music.
Uh-huh. Well, that's...
Struck up a friendly conversation, and a week later we had our first date. 3 months later we were married.
Good thing you didn't send your clothes out to a dry cleaner. I really enjoy coming to places like this because you get to meet a very interesting class of people.
This is my husband.
Oh, hi. I got to check my laundry.
Something like that can take the starch out of an evening pretty quick. But I wasn't down yet.
I try to keep my clothes in a medium cycle, particularly the whites. And you can't mix them with socks. Now, sometimes you have a small load, you have a tendency to put colored socks in with a white. It'll run every time. And then you must keep your eye on the dryer. You have your laundry here? Are you here by yourself? No. Oh. Excuse me, I think my drying is done.
By now, I couldn't tell the difference between my delicates and my polyesters. And as the band prepared to play their last song and the final fluff cycle tumbled to a rest, I looked back on my evening out on the town and figured I didn't do so badly after all. At least I wasn't going home empty-handed. I still had my laundry.
Hey, that really looks like fun. And you look like you were good at it, too.
Well, so. It was really nothing special.
Hey, I thought it was. I mean, I'd love to try that. Could you teach me?
I guess so. You really want to?
Yeah, I'd really like to.
Okay, then you got it. Here you go. Now, no starch in the collars. Keep the colors separate, and please, cold water only in the long johns.
Never mind.